Well, we are still here with these beautiful, beautiful animals, and this female here in front of us just rolled over and has given us a beautiful opportunity to have a look at those fantastic features. Fantastic features. The hunting machine, as I said before, Africa's largest carnivore in all its glory, right in front of us, about 2 meters, about 6-7 feet in front of the vehicle, and it's just great to be with them. They're still resting up in the shade. This is the Nkuhuma pride if you've just joined us. Supposedly 8 individuals, we can only count 7, so the jury's out, as I said before. What's going on there, don't really know, but I have to say there was a very, very interesting situation this morning that Steph and Scott found. So there was all different tracks and signs of leopard and lion and hyena as well all around the area, so we just don't know what happened there this morning. Not sure. There's this female has just gotten up and is greeting another one. So there's a little bit of movement at the station, as they say. Sometimes they can just reposition themselves if she's lying in the sun a little bit too much and just gets into a cooler spot. Yep, that's what it was. A little bit of sunshine. The sun's starting to get a little bit lower in the sky, and they will reposition as the shade moves around as well. So I just touched on very briefly about that mane on the male. A lot of people ask questions about the mane on the males and when they develop and so on, and they start to develop, at about a year or two. You get that little bit of extra hair growing, and then at about 5 they sort of fully develop, about up to 4 to 5 years of age. And we mentioned as well that they are they serve a few purposes, not only to make them look incredibly big and impressive, but also to protect their head and shoulders and neck from any altercations that they have with other males. This is a sub-adult, one of the sub-adults, I think. Well, this is a juvenile sub-adult, sort of on the verge. I'd say it's a juvenile. Just lying down, just getting into a better position as well. But yeah, what I was touching on with that mane was the whole thing about it is, one of the theories is that the reason why they're not as successful as the females at hunting is because that mane can become a little bit conspicuous when they're trying to get through grass. The females are much more sleek, and they definitely have an ability to go undercover a little bit more than the males do. But males will, if you've got these coalitions, these big coalitions of 2 or 3 males, they'll start to take on much bigger prey, the big male buffalo, and, as I said, even a bull giraffe. But they would probably be lying down, a bull giraffe, and they'd get a surprise from a big pride. But I think they did feed a few days ago, so they're not super hungry, but again, opportunity arises, they'll do it. Just behind that vegetation. Now, the reason, folks, I'm not going any closer, or I'm not trying to get into a different position, the first one is because I don't want to make them feel uneasy. They're so content, so happy, so relaxed. We have no desire to get any closer and disturb them in that blissful state. And the other reason is that we don't actually have another vantage point better than this. So I think we're just going to stay put for the minute. It's a great pleasure to be sitting here in the middle of the African bush with these beautiful creatures, the Nkuhuma pride. and they're just chilling. Most people would probably know that the pride consists of normally related females. Sometimes a nomadic female will be recruited if numbers are low. I think I mentioned it yesterday that the numbers of females or the size of the pride really does depend on food availability, and if there's not enough food, this is a sort of quite a sort of straight way to talk about it, excess females will be dispersed. But if the numbers food is really available and the numbers aren't down, the pride may take in some of these occasional nomadic females. It's very, very sort of quite an organic sort of thing. Lots of different politics going on with territories and things like that as well. So it's quite complex, but at the moment it doesn't look very complex there. They look like they're just very social and having a nice chill.